This is a general reading for Scorpio for June 9th through the 15th. So if Scorpio is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I am again offering a 30-minute complimentary reading to someone who either subscribes or puts a comment in for the month of June, and I will randomly select someone from those two groups for that complimentary reading. Also, if you like the video, please hit the like button, and that helps the logarithms as well as the subscriptions and the comments. And know that I do read and respond to all of your comments, and I do appreciate them. Because of the support of all of you, I now have over 1,000 subscribers. I do need to get 1,000 more watched hours, and then I will be monetized by YouTube. This is my 1-year anniversary in the month of June. It's a year ago that I started the channel, and I appreciate all of the support, comments that you have provided. Through you, the channel was able to grow, and I would appreciate your continued support. If you would like to have a reading, I'm then offering personal readings in June, and just send an email to me. The email address is in the video description as well as on my YouTube channel. Send me an email, and within 48 hours after I have all your information, you will have a video sent, a link sent to you. The cost is $15 for 15 minutes or $30 for 30 minutes. So thank you so much if you would like to do that. I have Nina here on the table, so if you hear little noises, that could be her sleeping. Jason is in the bedroom. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck today for the tarot reading, and I've selected 2 oracle cards plus with spirit. Plus I have new oracle card that I'm going to be drawing a card at the end of the reading for you to meditate on for this week. It's the Starlight. So I have the 2 oracles, the first oracle, and I'll give you the other oracle at the end of the reading. The first oracle selected by Spirit for you, Scorpio, is from Wisdom of the Oracle, and it is number 33, which is a master number, and it is chaos and conflict. It is disarray, the central meaning, disarray, being at cross purposes with another. The tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. The oracle message, opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need, and disperse these to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you cannot control. Yet every storm passes, and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. I would not be surprised if you don't have the Hermit, the 4 of Swords, and you could even have the Tower there. So let's see what cards come up for you for this week. And I have shuffled and cut the cards, and let me shuffle them once again. Angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light, what is it that you want Scorpio to know for this week? Okay, I'm gonna have to work around Nina. She likes being right there. Okay, the very first card we have is the Hangman. Yes, you know, it says to remove yourself from the fray. There you are, sort of in limbo, waiting for things to happen. Crossed over by the Ten of Pentacles. Very good. You're just waiting for things, for everything to fall into place. And the Ten of Pentacles is having it all. At the base of it is the Emperor. Behind you, the Queen of Cups. Can be home, can be a person. Crowning you, there's the Devil. That's on your mind. That could be that fray. That could be everything that's going on around you. Coming right up, Page of Rods, a message. You've been waiting for a message to come. Nina, we're going to have to move you a little bit. Thank you, honey. Oh, okay. I'll go this way. Then we have Two of Swords. You're feeling a little bit negative. Can't decide what to do. King of Wands. Eight of Rods. Things start moving then. And the final outcome is the Empress. The Empress is a very good card for your final outcome with the Ace of Rods. Look at that. New beginnings. New beginnings of prosperity. Then we have Temperance with the Eight of Rods. We have the Seven of Wands. The Five of Cups. The Lovers. The Queen of Rods with the Devil. The Five of Pentacles behind you. The Five of Wands. So you have two fives. Well, no, you have the Seven of Wands. You have the Five of Cups. The Five of Wands. Don't see, do you have the Five of Pentacles? Yes, you do. Fives. It's sort of like a clearing out time. Then you have the Two of Cups crossed over by the Seven of Pentacles. So this can be related to home, to projects, to work, depending on your situation. Remember, this is a general reading. So there's Pentacles for jobs. There's Cups for home and work, home and love. And then we have your Rods, which can be projects, it can be work. Because you have the fives and the Devil. So right this moment, Scorpio, you're in a situation that you feel like it's, I get a merry-go-round, you know, the old-fashioned merry-go-rounds where you know, like the child ones, where you jump on and you know, pedal around it, you know, with your foot. It gets the momentum. You're like on the merry-go-round, and it's, that's how you feel, that there's all this energy going around you. It can be, because you have the Devil card, it can be chaos and a toxic work environment. It could be toxic home. It could be toxic relationships. But there's something about all this opposing energy, and it's real hard for you to just hang on, but you are hanging on. You know, the momentum, as the centrifugal force, as it goes faster, it can throw you back. Well, you're hanging on, so you're not going to be losing your balance. You're keeping your balance, but it just keeps going around and around. Know that that's the chaos. From chaos can come rebirth, anew. And you're going to decide eventually to slow it down and jump off of that merry-go-round, and you know, that's in the children's playground, which I don't know if they even have anymore because they're dangerous. But you decided, okay, I'm through being on that merry-go-round. I'm going to jump off of it. I'm not going to be on that anymore. I'm not going to have that opposing energy, whether it be conflict at home. I get for someone, you go home and you just dread walking through that door because you don't know what's going to be there when you open the door. It's going to be people bombarding you. It's going to be tension. People not getting along, people maybe expecting you to solve the problem or to be the mediator or to, you know, or like to, you know, they haven't done anything and they expect you to step in and organize everything, cook the meal or you know, do the, you know, house chores, get things organized, and all this conflict that's going on, and you just don't want to walk through that door even. It's like, well, let me just step back because you dread walking through there. That's for someone. For someone else, it's the work environment, and you try to do your task, and there's all this other stuff that's going around, this toxic situation of people not getting along. I hear a boss yelling, and this person does not take accountability for their own actions. They do the blame game, and they don't give clear direction because they don't know what they're doing, because they're over their head, or maybe they don't know the task at hand, and so they're pointing fingers at everybody, but not giving direction. And everybody is scrambling around trying to figure out what they're trying to do, and it's just this mix of opposing energies. That's for someone. Someone is home, someone else it's at work. And for someone else, it's even family relationships outside the home that are not getting along. And, for all three of those situations, you just want to step back, and you want to just have some solitude. That's your chaos. And you want to, empathically, I get that you are that hermit where you want to sit on the mountaintop and remove yourself and disconnect. That, is the feeling that you have, because, the hangman is just waiting around, waiting to see what happens, and your prosperity. So you're just sort of like, okay, I'm in limbo. I know what I want to manifest. I got to figure out what this scenery is. This is what you're saying to yourself. What direction do I go? I know what I want to manifest, but it's very hard to do that when there's all of this other energy going around and people are not on a team, that we're not working together, we're not cohesive, and I'm feeling like I'm torn in different directions. You feel like someone wants you to go this way and someone wants you to go this way, and it could be like in work, it could be at home, and you just you're in limbo because you don't know what direction to go right now. And then you have a conversation between two people, and there's work. Now, it could be relationships, and it could be hard work related to a relationship. This is for someone that you're trying to establish, reaffirm a relationship, and through hard work and communication, that you have not given up hope. You want to, pursue this relationship. You want to reinforce it. That's through your hard work. For others, it is you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is the work environment, and you have a conversation, a meeting of the minds, so to speak. And the Seven Pentacles is you have done the hard work. You have learned the skill. You have laid the foundation. You have the tasks at hand, and you're just waiting for the harvest. You've done what you can, and the only other thing you can do is just do the task. That would be your Eight of Pentacles, because at the base of it is the Emperor and the Five of Wands, which is that opposing energy. Now, the Emperor can be a person who makes decisions, like a leader, could be a government official. It can even be a government entity. And there's some opposing things going on. So someone could be having some dealings maybe with the government. Someone could have some dealings with your HOA, for example. And they're like a government of themselves. There's like this, this establishment, and there's opposing conflict. It could also be that the Emperor can be a boss or a leader or an organization. And there's all this energy going on. But remember, the Five of Wands in that other deck shows that you can keep your balance. You're keeping your balance with the Emperor. You're keeping your balance. So, for example, if you're starting your own business, you have lots of dealings when you're opening up a business, all the government hoops that you have to jump through, the licenses, the location, the insurance. You have all these tasks, and it could be dealing with government. For others, it can be, for example, your taxes. It can be trying to get a mortgage. It can also be a company that you're working for. Because behind you is the Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Cups can be, and this is behind you, can represent a person, or it can represent a home. And the Five of Pentacles can represent a loss, or it can be money. It can be a restriction of money. It can be, you know, like let's say you are having, you know, like the Emperor could be like, for example, court involvement and home, which would be then, if money's involved, it could be like child support, for example, or it can be division of property, or it can be purchasing a home or selling a home, and it can be the money transaction, or it can be even a restriction of funds right now. But there's something that's behind you. It's not ahead of you, but that's what's behind you. And the Queen of Cups is generally, it could be a person or it can be a home. And the Queen of Cups is, you know, that person that's, you know, this is a mature woman who is not afraid to show her emotions. And I get a sense of someone who is very open and loving. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which can be a restriction of money. It can be a loss of money. It can be selling a home. It can be relocating, for example. If you're thinking about relocating. It could even be, you know, trying to finance a home. So there's money and restriction of money that's going on, because what's on your mind is the Devil card and the Queen of Rods. Now, the Queen of Rods is actually generally a woman who is, you know, again, and this is with the sunflower. She's approachable, warm generally, and then the Devil card, and the Devil card reversed. Now looking at this card today, usually I look at it and she seems happy. I see a frown almost on her face today, that she seems stern. She seems unapproachable. This can be, for someone, the toxicity in a work environment. For someone else, it could be toxicity in a home. For someone else, it could be even problems with a neighbor. But this is, you know, the Devil card, it's not a devil. I read it as those attributes which keep someone, this is what spirits told me, keep someone from being authentic with themselves or with others. And it's a barrier. So it could be that the Queen of Wands, that there's this barrier. It could be toxicity in work. It could be, you know, quick to anger. It can be domestic violence. It can be addictions. It can be embezzlement. It could be gambling. Someone likes to drink. I get an alcohol, a secret drinker. I've worked with those before. She went to the parking lot at noon. Someone is around, someone in a work environment that they have like a bottle in their desk or something. And that affects how they relate to others. And it also affects their effectiveness as a boss, because they don't have a clear mind to give direction. That's for somebody. And that's that Devil. For someone else, this person just isn't very nice. They're up and down, and they might have some mental health issues. I get that. And it just makes it very, very hard to be in that environment. It could be at home or it can be at work. So that's what's on your mind is, you know, that chaos. and you're on that merry-go-round, and it keeps going around and around. It's the chaos, and you've got to disengage from it. Because what's ahead of you then is some choices, the Lovers, and a message. So you're going to get a message, a Page of Wands, and you have a choice to make. Now the Lovers can represent the lovers in a new relationship. For someone, if you want love, or you've been waiting to hear from your king of, or queen of cups, you know, you could be getting that message right coming up. But I think that this is more a message about work, and you have a choice to make. Could be a work offer. It could be an offer of a business with somebody. But you've been waiting for that. And then you have to decide what you're going to do, if you're going to take that offer and move forward. Because your negative feelings are that you're undecided. Yeah, there's your, you know, you're undecided about, you know, this is, you had the Lovers, and here's your Two of Swords, you're blindfolded. You don't have all the information. So you're trying to make a decision without all the information, and you're looking at the spilled cups. Now, usually this represents relationships, and you look at what didn't work out, and you have the Two Cups, you know, on the shelf. So for someone who's having a broken relationship or chaos within the home, this could also be your broken home. And you look at what went wrong, and this is like insight. Look at past relationships and what could you learn from them? What could you do differently? And what could you do to pick a better partner? What do you want in the future? And that's what these Two Cups are. And you're undecided. You could be undecided because it could be, you know, looking at work, and, you know, usually this represents home, but this could be broken relationships, it could be change of residence, or it could even be work. That's sort of a stretch. And you could be, you know, feeling the loss of how things don't work out, and undecided because you don't feel that you have all the information about moving forward. Because then, see, I look at this as progression. The King of Wands, which is new opportunities, and you're moving forward. This is like your go card. The Seven of Wands, you're like, okay, I'm leaving that environment. And the King of Wands can represent you. It can represent an organization. It can represent like a mentor. And you're like, okay, I'm leaving this environment. I'm going forward. I am on my way to better days. I'm jumping off that merry-go-round, and I am going forward. And I am going to be a trailblazer. I got to figure out what I want. I know what I want, and I'm going to go get it now. I'm not going to be on that circle anymore, going round and round at effect of all the chaos around me. Because then we have, look at acceleration. You decided, okay, I'm moving on. So things start moving, and it says be temperate. So just because you started to decide that you're going to move on, take your time to figure out where you're going to move. And I don't mean that literally, but take your time, be temperate. So if things are accelerating, don't be reactive, be proactive. In other words, you know what's going on, you know that you're going to be moving from that situation, so be proactive, figure your course. So if, you know, have it all in your time. So if you're in a work environment and something really, you know, or if you're at home, don't react. Plan your course of what you're going to do, then act. That's your temperance card. Take your time. Take your time. Because look at the Two Cups, it's going back and forth. Be temperate. That says weigh, measure what you're going to do. Figure out what you do. Keep your balance. Keep your balance, figure it out, then make your decision. And the final outcome is very good. Very good. The Empress, the final outcome is new opportunities, and you can have it all. So you're going to get new opportunities. It can be for a project, it can be for business, it even could be self-employment. And through that, see, I see a road, and I see you beginning that road. This is the beginning of the road, and this is the road you're going to take. The Empress, that you can have it all. That you're starting that new road, new opportunities, and it's the trail you're going to follow. You're leaving the chaos, you're leaving the devil, you're leaving that, toxic environment, whatever it is, home, work, and you're going forward, new path, and it's towards your goals, manifesting what you want, because you can have it. But just be temperate and know that through the week, take your time, so that knowing that new opportunities are going to come. You know, if someone is, let's say you're in the work environment and someone really irks you, be like the duck. You know, their feathers are oiled and it just rolls off their back like a duck. Be like a duck for that interaction. And then take your time knowing that you're going to be leaving. So rather than be reactive to that person, let it roll off your back and know that you're leaving. Just sort of go, suck it in, and then just keep going in that environment or at home, knowing that you have a plan and you're not going to, and it's going to be in your time, not reacting to their time. That's what the chaos card is also. Now, we also have here the believe in your own magic. Now, I think it's real interesting that both these cards came up with your reading that you have this week, Scorpio. And this one is number 14 from Believe in Your Own Magic. And no, I'm pulling also your new Oracle card. So this is Thorns, number 14. Weave together the crown you deserve. This right now is the ultimate card of celebration, not just of yourself. You're amazing though, but of those around you. When you're done putting on your crown each and every morning, go and help someone else put on theirs. You have so much love and wisdom to spread, so don't waste it. Self-love is essential, but community is important too. And you're going to be forming your new community. You're going to be healing from this. After you leave this toxic situation, self-care and self-love is very, very important. So take time to heal from this. You know, and I see like the five of swords, the 5 of cups, where they go into the nest. Now, we're going to pick out a card here. This is your Oracle card, and this is from the Starlight. And I'll show you the card to meditate this week. And angels and archangels and spirit guides, what's the card for Scorpio this week for them to meditate on? And it's right in here. Thank you, spirit guides. Right here, okay? And the card is Discover. Oh, spot new opportunities. Isn't that true? That's your Ace of Wands. Spot new opportunities. This is your card for the week, Scorpio. Spot new opportunities. Now, if you want to be notified when the readings come out, please consider the subscribe and a notification button. And I certainly appreciate your support of the channel. It continues to grow only with the support of all of you. So Nina and I send you light and love. Until next time, from Portugal.